All right, first and foremost, I want to send love, light, peace, unity, harmony to all my TI family. Basically, it's been a while since I made a video, things like that. But I just wanted to keep you guys update. First of all, I want to say rest in peace to a TI who I don't know, but I've heard through the grapevine that he passed away. I think his name's Electrifying Vibrations. He was in Florida. Rest in peace to that brother, and so much love and light to his family. I just hope all the TIs are doing okay. This gang stalking program is at it, and just over and over. But I've been getting wisdom from a lot of other TIs and stuff like that, and it's just really they use our minds against us. So we just definitely got to be careful of what we perceive in our minds, because it paints a picture for our everyday reality. But it's just we just definitely got to be careful with that. TI family, me, was going through a phase, homeless phase. I was good when I was in New Mexico, left to New Orleans, had a little job, was homeless there. Luckily, another TI allowed me to stay with them for, a brief moment. That was cool, vibing with the TI, then shot on to Florida, and, all hell broke loose. Some things I don't even really want to speak on, but I'm just going to let you know, certain places, it's intensified. They is not playing. Orlando, if you mess around TI and go to Orlando, don't be homeless. That's what I'm telling you. And do not be in wooded areas. That's another thing I'm going to tell you. And what I want to say is, this gang stalking is real. And there are definitely people on one side who will root for you, and they will gang stalk you, and they're rooting for you. And then you got gang stalkers who, they want to destroy you. They want any way that they can make your life a living hell, they'll do that. And then they got gangs. It's almost, to me, in my mind, it feels like angels and demons. They're playing the scenario of, you got the angel gang stalkers, like guardian angels that watch you, and monitoring spirits like angelic guardian angels. And then you got these demonic monitoring spirits, and it's almost like blessings and curses, and they're playing ping pong with it. But at the end of the day, it's uncomfortable on both sides. You know what I mean? You just want to live a normal life. My thing is, they're basically got me to a point where I've been stressed out with my homelessness. It's been hard for me to think sometimes. I've been forgetful. I lost my phone. I lost my ID. It's been hard for me to obtain. It's like things that I'm not supposed to lose, I've been losing. You know what I mean? And they're just getting up on me. Anything that they can use against me, they'll use it. And one little mistake can have a domino effect. And I'm learning to, thanks to other TIs and stuff like that, I'm learning to sharpen up my sword, sharpen up my skills, enhance, myself, better myself, so that even the smallest mistakes, won't be so detrimental. Because with them, when you're a hard target, or when it's hard for them to get you, they are like prowling tigers in high grass. And whenever the moment presents itself, they'll just pounce on you. One little mistake, pounce on you and just eat you alive. And that's just the situation that I've been seeing myself in. It hasn't been detrimental to the point where it's stripped me from my freedom, but it's been detrimental to the point where it's potentially leading me into this homelessness path, isolated path, and separating me from amongst other TIs, and also just not allowing me to gain financial stability, not allowing me to have a roof over my head or keep a secure job. But I can't 100% say it's the gang stalkers. Sometimes I gotta look in the mirror and be like, oh, it's myself. You know what I'm saying? I've been backsliding a little bit, drinking, on a little bit of the Molly, you know what I mean? Just, things I like, you know what I mean? Just being in Florida and just, backsliding. Just bad company corrupts good character. So I got to look in the mirror, you know what I mean? Because once you put certain things in your temple, then God can't really fight for you like that because you left God. It's not like God left you, you left God. So sometimes like I let this program get to me where it's like, oh, damn, F it. I just want to kind of feel good for the moment, stressed out, you know what I'm saying? 1,000 excuses and things like that. But I just didn't, want to get on YouTube making videos while I was going through that process, y'all. But I'm still in this thing. I'm still maintaining. Happy late Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Everybody holding down their responsibilities and things like that. And much love and light to the TI sisters out there too. Hopefully y'all staying strong and not letting this program keep you in fear, doubt, anxiety, and trauma. I just want to say I love y'all. Much love to y'all. I'm glad that you guys are staying strong and y'all making y'all videos. Hopefully I'll be able to make more videos. I don't know. I'm just still here, strong, still free, trying to build a sense of sanity and figure this thing out. I know on a spiritual aspect, those who believe in spiritual aspect, I'm just going to drop it on y'all like this, man. Witchcraft is real. It's real. It is real. And the thing about it is, if you tapped into any type of witchcraft frequency, like playing with crystals or playing with things that you don't understand, like playing with certain sages or playing with certain, fragrances, like they got this spice, I don't know what it's called, dragon blood or frankincense or all these different scents and things like that. If you don't know what you're doing, these things, like, people just think it's just play. These things can open doors and and bring in certain spirits, you know what I mean? And I've been introduced to that, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you, and then after that, it was all hell broke loose to me in Florida, So what I'm gonna tell you guys is basically be careful with certain objects and things you play with. Yeah, I thought it was like, the crystals, on a conscious level to amplify my energy, the sage to cleanse the negative spirits. But if you don't understand, sometimes that sage, you know what I mean? If you trying to cleanse negative spirits, but you are partaking in something negative, you could be cursing yourself with certain objects. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you mess with these objects, you know what you're doing. You got to be pure. Like, you have pure intent doing these objects. Like, you might be holding something negative, or you might be doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, and you trying to cleanse yourself from this, and you put a curse on yourself, or somebody put some incense around. You don't have a pure intent or things like that. It might be a curse to you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if y'all seen the movie Drag Me to Hell, but it's almost a scenario like that. You know what I mean? If you are, around a bunch of heavy witchcraft and stuff like that, and your light is kind of dim and you've been backsliding, they'll capitalize off of that. So it's like, you gotta be careful with who you interact with and what area you are, because if it's heavy in witchcraft, and you've been playing around with that and that frequency, like, it's almost a scenario where they can, like, I ain't gonna say it's like only, God only has ownership of the soul, right? So don't fear a man who can only kill the body but not the soul. But when you play around with certain things, it's like God allows certain things to happen. You know what I mean? He'll allow you to see that, you know what I mean, Satan is real, hell is real, and you can easily leave God and be dragged down to hell. You know what I mean? So it's almost that scenario. So it's like, y'all got to be careful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's real. You know, on the spiritual side, if y'all want to believe it or not, I think it's just fairy tales with eagle feathers as angel wings and goat horns as devil horns. And y'all think it's just play. Like, it's not. This is real. It's as real as we wake up and we're in this stupid program. It's real. It's all, the thing about it's like a choice. You know, at the end of the day, it's almost like soul harvesting in my eyes. And it almost feels like we're in the last days in my eyes. And it's almost like a choice with your lifestyle. You know what I mean? You can live your best life, you know what I mean? But the thing at the end of the day is like, what path you gonna take? Are you gonna vibrate on a satanic frequency, or are you gonna vibrate on a God frequency? That's how it just feels like. It's no gray area. Like, I'm trying to make a gray area out of this thing. Like, no lukewarm. It's like either you hot or cold. And I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I vibrate on a positive note. Like, I don't want to bring harm on nobody. Like, you know, I'm like I'm a peaceful guy. Like, I don't try to create problems, but problems do come my way. You know what I mean? And in this program, it's like, you gotta have the discernment. You gotta have the wisdom to know when to be aggressive. You gotta have the wisdom to know when to be conservative. Like, when, like, you know what I mean? When to know when to be passive and when not to be passive and be aggressive. Because you got three. You got passive, like you just nice, kind, compassionate. Some people look at passive like soft. Then you got conservative, where you're just kind of in the middle. You're to yourself. You know what I mean? You're not extra aggressive. You're just kind of standoffish. You just, you know. And then you got aggressive, where you know what I mean? You display your alpha masculinity and stuff like that, and you ain't going for nothing. You know what I mean? So it's just like, in this program, you can't be fully passive. You can't be fully conservative. You can't be fully aggressive. You're going to lose. It's almost like you got to know to balance out the type of energy is coming at you, and to balance it out. You know what I mean? Because certain situations, you can't fight fire with fire, because it's going to cause a what? An explosion, more fire. You know what I mean? You can't put out fire with fire. You got to come with a whole different element to put it out, like water. You know what I'm saying? You can't fight water with water neither. You just go add more water. So it's like, whatever element's being thrown at you, you got to use the right element that'll take it out. You can't use the same element that's being thrown at you. So it's the same way. It's like, that's what I'm learning, and I'm getting better. You know, I done mess around and got back on these cigarettes, y'all. I was doing good when I was in New Mexico, but you know, now it's like, you know, I'm with a healthy TI, man, and you know, just, you know, I look up to the TI, and it's really like just to see, like, you know, the potentials that could happen to somebody who's focused and determined to be someone great in this life. You know what I'm saying? And it's motivation, you know, and I appreciate the TI, and it's just motivation just for me to just keep going and strive and get back on the potential level that I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? And grow and evolve instead of dissolve and jeopardize everything I worked for to this point. You know, me making it this far in this program is not for me to just give up and just quit. Like, nah, it's like survival of the fittest, like maze runners. Survival of the fittest. And the survival of the fittest is those who's strong, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. And the thing is, like, we have to be strong in that area, like, and the way that we can be strong in that area is motivation with each other, encouragement, find our spirituality, like with God, whatever your religion is, whatever your connection is, some type of spirituality. Mentally, we got to increase our knowledge, keep our mind, our comprehension skill, our cognitive reasoning, our logical thinking. We have to do mental exercises, things that will challenge our brain to enhance our brain cells and stimulate our brain cells. And then physically, like healthy, all these things are going to help us in this program, and that's something I'm trying to work on too. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I just wanted to let y'all know, I love y'all. Y'all keep y'all head up. Like I said, I lost my phone, so it's like a lot of contacts, a lot of people I wasn't able to get in touch with. I had a little group chat thing going on, but that thing just went down. But for the TIs that I've been chopping it up with and connecting with, I don't want y'all to think that, I just been not trying to chop it up with y'all, talk to y'all. That's not the case. Just going through a little phase, lost my phone too. I hope we can all just stay connected. That's the thing. I'm not here to fall off with other TIs, because at the end of the day, we all we got. I'm here to connect with y'all. You know what I mean? And this YouTube is like glue. It keeps us all together. So the thing about it is, we got too much negativity going on outside of this community, and we need to keep pumping that positivity and unity and harmony. You know what I mean? Isolated, we're weak. Together, we're strong. And I just want to say, like, we can keep getting along. Y'all can hit me. I still got the same, Gmail. Ain't no hatred, ain't no none of that in my blood. It's all love at the end of the day. It's just we all going through phases, and we all going through certain things we're dealing with in life. And we just got to respect that, and keep going and keep growing. With that being said, TI family, y'all hold y'all head. Peace.